importance of Diwali. As far as Jainism is concerned, I'm Jain. And as far as Jainism is concerned, Diwali we celebrate because Lord Mahavir had a nirvana on that day. And the Pushpak Viman, meaning the plane, came to take his soul to the heaven. And the whole world was lighted with divas or lights. And that's why we make lights everywhere in all over the world to celebrate his nirvana.
Works? Next slide. Okay, so now what is Deepavali? So first, so that we understand what Deepavali is, and just by the word Deepavali. So Deepa means lamp, and Avali means row. So put it together, and Deepavali means row of lamps, which is exactly what we do. So what Deepavali is all about, I should say the secret, is all hidden in its name. So let's start with a prayer to make sure this function goes well. So just repeat after me. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Nityoma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, what is the significance? To go explore more about Deepavali than its name. So, what we do on Deepavali is we have one big diya. And diya is an earthen lamp. And this one big diya can range from anything from down to the ground to up here, or a few feet. And then we have 64 little diyas. They're usually just this big. And you line them up in a row, just as the diagram illustrates. And you line them up in a row. And as the picture you saw on the first slide, or second slide, that's what we did at our house. So, is there any procedure to lighting these lamps, you may ask? And yes, there is. So, after invoking Lord Ganesha, you light the first row of 64 lamps. And then you light the second row. And then the result, you get that. So, how do we prepare for Diwali before the actual days or day happens? Well, it's time for the cleanup. Whatever you build up over the years in your garage, it's time to clean it up and make your home clean. And then you light up the home with the diyas. And so that Lakshmi, she comes down from heaven on Deepavali Day. She dances through the streets of every single street in the world. And she looks and sees whose house is the cleanest. And Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth, so you obviously want her in your house. So just keep that in mind. So more about the lamp itself. There is a deeper meaning of the lamp. So the light of the lamp, it's allowing us to see reality. And Agni, the fire god, is in the lamp, and it represents the light. We get like if you're in a dark room, which you can't see anything there. You can't see the furniture, a table, or anything. How like life? If you're covered in ignorance, you can't see all the opportunities you have, right? So when you have the light, spiritual light, you will be able to see all the endless opportunities ahead of you. So a little more meaning of the lamp itself. So the clay represents your body, what you are right now. And then the wick, the little string that we burn, that is kind of like the ego you have. It represents the ego. And then the oil and ghee, which is used to burn, it is the vasanas, or the bad tendencies that we have, or bad karmas, you could say. And so what this means is that when you live by spiritual light, like in the lamp, how the oil, all the bad tendencies, the oil is like eventually when you wake up the next day, it's gone, and so is the wick. Same thing happens when you live, when lived by spiritual light, you will, all your bad tendencies and egos will disappear. So now, how long does Deepavali last? Well, it depends. As Ms. Vasa said, it can be, there are different ways of celebrating. And it can, not in Hinduism, it depends on how you celebrate, whether you're from the northern part of India or from the southern part of India. And my family is from the southern, so we only celebrate for one day. So some people in the northern part of India celebrate for 5 days. So here the diagram shows what you would do on each day, and what each day, if you're going to do 5 days of Diwali, represents. And so how do we celebrate this? Could I have quiet, please?
Very good. Please keep the noise down. Please.
Thank you. So how do we celebrate Diwali? It's full of joy and festivity, firecrackers, and all the fun things. And you get sweets, people exchange their sweets, and the gifts, new kids receive gifts. Like my cousin in India, he always asks his parents, when will I be able to wear my new clothes? They always say on Diwali. So a lot of kids look forward to it. So in conclusion, what is the message of Deepavali, you may ask? It is to emulate the lamp, the diya, our body. And it's to purify our ego, like the lamp. Remember how we were talking on how ego is the wick and the bad vasanas are the oil. So that's what happens. And so all this eventually leads to good things in the society. For example, I'm from Balagopa, so we did a food drive. So on Halloween, we went around, and instead of getting treats, because I didn't get treats, but instead of getting treats, we got canned foods. So when the whole Balagopa came together, we got 452 pounds of food for the Restaurant Food Bank on Welch and Ring. So that's the picture of us really weighing the food, and we were very happy. You know, only 2 of us came in the morning. It was right before school, and it was very cold. So here's another picture of all the food we collected. So this is an example of service in the society, and how we shouldn't only hear it, but we should also put it into action. So I just wanted to wish you a happy Diwali, and I hope you enjoy all the upcoming skits, dances, and songs. Thank you.